Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we're kind of done for what I had planned for this guy's life. This is you, and you are magnificent. Indeed, it is true. It is very true. I was thinking about maybe attacking Asturias before I noticed that they are currently losing a war against our vassal. And what is he even claiming? The Duchy of Leon. Okay, so that's not going to be a huge deal. But we could theoretically fight Asturias, go after the Iberian Peninsula. That is an option. Hamadid is definitely the next target for a kingdom-level invasion. And then after that, probably the Byzantines. But we want to make sure that the Arabians are on our side for that. The Byzantines are a little bit spooky. They're not super scary, I suppose, right now. But they potentially could be. That's something we'll need to think about. And then we'll have to attack Sardinia and Corsica as well. But once we're done with that, then we can turn on the Arabians. For now, we need to sort out our succession. This is definitely a thing that we need to do. And we should also probably work on a little bit more investment in here where we can. Yeah, this is definitely something I'd like to do. Now, what is this actual dangerous faction? This is populists. The Liberty faction, however, that's something that we should deal with. And that's just a lot of people. Okay. I mean, none of them are particularly powerful. We could probably deal with this. Like, we could arrange a marriage over here with... Would this give us an alliance? No, it would not. So we could arrange a marriage, say, over here. Like so. And then, like this. Like so. And then, like, one more here. What would that bring that down to? And I would want this to be like that. Okay. What would that bring that down to? Somewhere around 90%, I think. I think that's not quite enough. Yeah. About 90%. So we would need to then get this guy out of there. And that's something we can definitely do. No problem about that one. And that will get rid of this Liberty faction. Excellent. Now the populists, it's kind of whatever. I mean, there are these faction members in there. We are currently above our vassal limit, and that is something that we will need to take care of. We'll put this guy in. And, I mean... we could... Oh, he's the wrong faith. He probably won't accept anything here. Are all these guys the wrong faith? They are indeed. Okay, well that has a big factor of what's going on there. I'm going to demand conversion from all of them. I don't necessarily think that they'll accept, but we'll give it a go. Maybe they will, and if they won't, honestly, it's not going to hurt our opinion with them much. I mean, they all pretty much hate us anyway, so I think it's okay. And we'll just demand conversion of all of those peeps. And at this point, we're fabricating a claim over here. Okay. Yeah, he's not going to do it. That's fine. And 300 gold, but no hook. I'll pay him gold. No hook, though. Get out of here. Now we don't have cash, so I'm not going to pay this guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised that most of them are not converting over. Oh, the faction actually disbanded. Sure, we'll accept that. Absolutely. So I do want to revoke this title, and if he were to decline this, how many people would join this rebellion? A lot. Okay, I mean, we do have some disgruntled vassals. There's no doubt about that. Let's go into our vassal list here, and actually, I want to take a quick look at who our potential heirs are. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of options here. We've got this guy, he became a thrifty clerk. We've got this guy, who is not yet of age. He is currently 14. We've got this guy, who's also not yet of age. He's currently 14 as well. I'm guessing, based on this stewardship, that we probably don't want him to be our ruler. We've got this guy. None of these beyond this are of age. We only have one son who's of age. So that is a thing. I mean, this guy does have intelligent, which is intelligent and beautiful, which is actually very good. And he's pensive and forgiving and brave. He has really good traits. We might just want to declare, no matter what education trait he gets here, we might just want to declare him as our heir. Realistically. Let's look at our others one more time. I mean, this guy is quick and beautiful as well, and he has curious. He might get a few more childhood traits. In fact, most of these children, the older one, or the younger ones anyway, have inherited intelligent. Now, this guy, I'm quite sure that we don't want. Wrathful, craven, arrogant, and only a thrifty clerk. And he's an incestuous adulterer, apparently. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and we can just straight up imprison him. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to straight up imprison him, and we're also going to disown him. Absolutely. These are good reasons to do this. So we are going to go ahead and disinherit him. Get out of here. Okay. So that makes this guy our player heir. He does not have the intelligent trait. So we're going to disinherit him. Boom. That makes this guy our player heir. He doesn't have the intelligent trait. So we're going to disinherit him. Boom. There we go. Fantastic. This guy is now our player heir. He doesn't have the intelligent trait. So we're going to disinherit him. This guy is the guy that I think we probably want to have be our heir. He's only 11 right now. We'll keep an eye on him. These two down here, particularly this one, I would be okay with. Realistically, the only titles that we're losing here are, the Empire titles. Okay, yeah, we actually do care about that. We're going to have to make sure that we disinherit them eventually. What if I send a gift to this guy? I want to check to see what his revocation percent actually is. Minus 2%. Okay. Fascinating. Do we just wait on this fabrication? How long will that be? That will be 22 months. I think it's fine. Are we still over our... Oh, we can ransom a lot of prisoners. We're definitely going to do that. Are we still over our vassal limit? That's one thing I want to check. I'm not sure if I right-clicked on that or not. Oh, we can grant vassals to rightful liege. This is something we should definitely do. Unfortunately, we are greedy, so this is going to give us a lot of stress. So let's check into our vassal situation here. We're at 60 of 60, actually. So that looks good. And of course, we do have some tyranny from taking Garua over here. That's fine. I'm not going to grant those over currently. And yes, I accept that ransom. And the reason I'm not going to grant those is because of stress. We can grant them later if necessary. Like, that'll be a useful tool for our heir to be able to grant those over and get a bunch of opinion pretty easily. So that'll be something that we can do. I'm relatively content with the status quo right now. Like I said, in terms of conquest, we've pretty much gotten as much as we wanted out of this guy. And is this a son? No, that's a daughter. And it's a child of our dynasty anyway, so we don't exactly care. Let's go ahead and upgrade the homesteads here. I think we're just going to work right now on some economic upgrades until this guy dies or we run out of economic upgrades. Whichever happens first, which you never know, it might happen. We'll get that started. Wonderful. And our income is just going to continue skyrocketing. I do want to check in on this war up here. It looks like it's not over yet, but it's getting close. So that's great. And Francia is definitely super weak. Why is Francia super weak? French culture has basically all of the high medieval tech. I don't know why they're super weak. They shouldn't be. But okay, whatever. Let's check in on our own technology here quick. Bailiffs is currently being exposed. That is going to get us a domain limit +1, which isn't bad. And we're going to have burrs in about 70 years, allegedly, but that'll get exposed after bailiffs, I'm pretty sure. Windmills will come in about 20 years, and that is great. I think overall we need to work on the High Medieval era. We are still behind in tech, but of course, given our start, this was to be expected. We started tribal. So that's completely fine. We're making a lot of money. I'm a little bit concerned about our troop count right now, mostly because these guys exist. Now, we're on good terms with the Arabians right now, and I want to keep it that way because they're spooky to us. Luckily, we're the correct religion, and so they like us a decent amount. And they're unlikely to actually attack us. That said, maybe we want to try to inherit them? That might be an interesting option. Neither of these guys are particularly good at being marshals, but we'll go ahead and put this guy in. It'll be fine. I'm interested in seeing, let's see, this will be 19%. Okay, that's not a huge boost, but it's not terrible either. Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and work on additional upgrades, preferably ones in our holdings, if possible, first. Of course, most of our holdings are at this point maxed out for our tech level, but not this one. So we'll go ahead and get that started. Wonderful. And we can build down here as well. Ooh, we're going to lose 24 stress. That's a good sign. Wonderful. Are we maxed out here? Yes, we are. Okay, sounds good. What is this dangerous faction? This is an independence faction, and that is something that we do actually have to worry about. And it is here. It's this guy. So we need to deal with this guy, for sure. And unfortunately, we're going to have to do this. Thanks. I hate it. Okay. There we go. There's that dealt with. Good old political marriages. Okay. So yeah, we should definitely start looking into attempting to marry our way into this. And it's going to be interesting to do, for sure. Now, this guy isn't an option. We'll have to wait until he has children. And the way to do this is going to be interesting, especially considering I am assuming that their succession gender laws are the same as ours, agnatic. That is my guess. I'll have to think about how I want to tackle that, but inheriting the Arabian Empire would definitely be a useful thing for us. There's no doubt about that one. 72 stress reduction. Sure. We'll happily take that one. So we are building in a lot of these locations. And we're maxed out in a lot of them. So we need to get a lot more of these maxed out, obviously. We'll go ahead and work on guilds here. Work on bringing up our development. That is absolutely fantastic. We are, of course, currently making 115 gold per month, and that is great. We can ransom this guy, and so we shall. Again, I'm not going to grant those vassals to their rightful lieges, but yeah, inheriting this would be just magnificent. I mean, he has nothing but sons, which is not actually useful for us given succession laws right now. Yeah, we're going to have to wait on doing this, for sure. Because we're going to have a female be the one who inherits this, and have her be married to our heir, is how this is going to have to go. So that's going to be interesting. Absolutely interesting. It'll require some murder, there's no doubt about that. We're currently feeling fine, that's good. Although, we are obese, and oh, we can lose weight now. Perfect. We'll get started on that. we will absolutely work on losing some weight. In the meantime, let's go ahead and upgrade these meadows. Okay, this son just came of age. Okay, this is a disinherited son. And it's a good thing he's disinherited too, because he became an indulgent wastrel. Yeah, this guy's not great. Okay, we can unlock a new stewardship perk, and I guess we'll go ahead and take architect. Sure. What exactly does that give us again? Oh, okay. That's fine. Saeed has now come of age. He is also a disinherited and also an indulgent wastrel. Perfect. Okay, now I just want to double check. I'm the one educating this guy, right? Who is he currently being educated by? He is in our capital, so I'm assuming I'm the one educating him. Correct? Presumably. And I'm only a thrifty clerk, which is not necessarily ideal. We may want to have this wife be the one that educates him. She's Midas touched. She is our primary wife as well. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to actually do that with all of our remaining not disinherited children. So we'll go ahead and educate this guy with this same wife. There we go. And finally, the last one, which I believe is this guy. Yes. Actually, no, not this guy. His sibling. This guy. Our player heir. And, okay, I guess I already got him. Perfect. Hopefully it's not too late in life to change that. I think it only matters who's educating him when he comes of age. We'll see. Hopefully he becomes Midas touched on top of that, and if he does, we will disinherit everyone else immediately. Okay, yep, we'll get that bribe in there, and now that we have a claim on this, we'll go ahead and revoke that. This will not give tyranny, and much fewer people will join in. I'm actually also going to bribe this guy. And let's see what that does. Brings it up to 61. Okay. We'll roll those dice. If they rebel, and we can crush the rebellion, no problem. If they don't rebel, great. And we can save some money. Okay, they rebelled. I'm not shocked by this, in all honesty. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put a rally point right here, and we'll raise up troops. It won't take us long to get our troops here. There we go. In we go with our fancy new mangonels. And who all is rebelling in this? Oh, this is barely anybody at all. Okay. Well, all of this up here, but we kind of don't care about that. We're just going to come in over here and see about crushing this guy. I'm a little surprised he's actually getting out of there. Okay, that force isn't. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and station ourselves our mangonels, as well as about 5,000 levy troops here. This is more than we need. About like that. That'll do. And then these guys, they are going to pursue this force, because I believe that the war leader is leading that force. Is he not? He is. Okay. So up we go. He wants to fight over here? Sure. We'll fight him over there. Actually, we'll fight him right here. Sounds good to me. Okay, so there's that done. I'm now going to put this force down. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our rally point to come up over, I think up over here. Maybe fight these guys, or maybe come up here. I don't know, these guys are really spread out. We're going to come up here, I think. And we're just going to raise up the men-at-arms. We don't really care about the levy troops. So as soon as the men-at-arms arrive, which should be momentarily, they're not very far away after all. Apparently it's taking them a while to get there. Okay, noted that this wasn't worth it, but if we had moved further, it would have been. You know what? I'm actually going to split this in half, and I'm going to send these guys up here to get started. Actually, these guys up here to get started. And these guys, they're just going to chill. This is more troops than we need. This is so many more. Oh! We took him hostage in the siege. Perfect! So we will go ahead and enforce those demands, and we can imprison all of those folks. That's perfect. We are, of course, going to revoke this title from him. There we go. Fantastic. That worked very well. And, of course, now we have a whole bunch of people that we can ransom and imprison. We will not try to imprison that guy since we have a 0% chance. We'll try to imprison this guy. We have a 60-something% chance. We'll see if it works. Does it? It does. Okay, sounds good. So we will then ransom these guys back. Yeah, they're going to be a little upset, but it's fine. There's going to be a lot of gold. This is definitely more than we paid. I like it. Now we have low county control here. That is, of course, something that is to be expected. We're going to go ahead and work on increasing our county control there. Our county control over here is 90, and that's probably okay. I don't think I mind that too badly. Okay, we should... I really want to disinherit the other two sons, but I also really want to wait until this guy is of age and we see what trait he gets. That'll be very, very useful for us. For now, of course, we are going to get 50 gold. Okay. I'm sure that was a very healthy thing to do. However, we are going to get that 50 gold, and we are going to see about upgrading anything that needs it. And in fact, there we go. Yes, I will attend your feast. Hello, pause menu. Goodbye, pause menu. And we are going to upgrade the Carpenter's Guild here. Wonderful. We're having an interesting conversation. I mean, the conversation is about upgrading Carpenter's Guilds. So, of course it's interesting. That is just absolutely fascinating. Just top-tier content there. And 44 or 58 stress. We'll take the 44. More Carpenter's Guilds. Farewell, my vassal. Excellent. Now, we're just hoping at this point that we live long enough to see our son come of age. Then we can decide whether to disinherit him or not. I'm guessing that he's going to get a really good stewardship education trait, though, judging by his stats. Like, that's going to be fantastic. And we're going to lose some stress. Perfect. Can grant vassals to rightful liege. Yeah, again, that's something that our heir is going to do for getting opinion. That is something that we'll need. Our sons are about to leave court. Sure, they can leave. They don't have the right traits. I don't care. They can do whatever they want. Farewell, my vassal. It's their fault for not being born intelligent, ultimately. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Any more of these to upgrade? A lot of these are ending up being capped. And that's really, really good that a lot of these are capped. We're going to wait on additional gold. We're going to be able to upgrade Kira a little bit more. We're currently making 128 gold per month, which, I'm going to be honest, that's kind of insane. For this stage of the game, to be making 128 gold, I'm very happy. This is way better economically than Prussia was at this point. Yes, I will attend your feast. We're going to attack Hamidid pretty soon, and we're going to kick the Byzantines out of Africa as well. I don't know that we're actually going to go for a kingdom invasion on the Byzantines. Actually, that might not be the worst idea. We could do a duchy conquer of this duchy here. And then that would be in the next life after we get Hamidid. And then after that, we could go for the Holy War for Kingdom, which will get us the rest of their African holdings. Like that. And of course, we can go after Sardinia and Corsica in that life after Hamidid as well. I think overall that's a decent plan. So we can do Hamadid, Sardinia, and Corsica, and this Duchy of the Byzantines here, next life. And then we can, in the life after that, take this and maybe start turning on the Arabians. We need to take this area, and we need to take all of this Egyptian holdings over here. So that's all something that we need to do. Yes, I will take increased feudal taxes, and I will attend a feast. Perfect. And let's see about getting additional upgrades going on over here. That's great. Of course, we are working on windmills, and we'll be able to make even more upgrades and even more money once we have windmills. And that's great. That is absolutely great. Let's get an upgrade going over here. This actually maxes out Duolo, with the exception of tax assessors, except that that requires what? Windmills. So yeah, this actually does fully max out $1. Not actually this city. This city is not maxed, but everything else is. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I'll attend your feast. Why not? Can always use more opinion. We have a slight opinion issue right now, to be sure. We're just waiting on a payment right now to get that, and there we go. Another upgrade in the bag. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will finalize this guy's succession, and this is one of our disinherited sons, so we don't care. He became Midas touched. Good for him. Oh boy. We can demand a payment from him, and we definitely will. Perfect. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we will finalize our succession and attack Hamadid.